Another piece of NBA history for Miami. Their 22nd consecutive game.
People mention it though now and then, like, keep the streak up, keep it going, you know, things like that. It's great to be a part of it. You know, it's great to win. You know, everyone wants to win.
By mid-March, it had been 6 weeks since anyone had beaten the Miami Heat. The team won 22 straight games. They took down 18 different opponents in the process. The league record 33-game streak set by the 72 Lakers was definitely in sight.
It's given us pressure. And, you know, every game is big now. Everybody wants to end that streak, you know, and we want to win every game.
But as the team headed up to Boston, the streak would hit a dangerous spot in the schedule. The Heat hadn't beaten the Celtics on the road in the regular season since 2007.
Great block. Face down block. Big hustle play.
As defending champs, the Heat always have a target on their backs. And it couldn't be any bigger than on this night, with a 22-game streak on the line. And the Celtics jumped out to an early double-digit lead. But Miami had become a team that could change the momentum of a game with just one play. LeBron's 37 points and 12 assists would help bring the Heat all the way back.
Wade on the dive, we're tied.
In typical Heat Celtics fashion, this one wouldn't be settled until the very end. And it was no surprise who would have the ball in his hands.
LeBron James and the Miami Heat have the second longest win streak in NBA history, 23 consecutive games.
After escaping in Boston, it was on to Cleveland, and again, the streak was in jeopardy.
Cass trying to take advantage of the run out. G inside, repeat business of the hour.
As the Heat fell into a 27-point hole in the third quarter. Throughout the streak, the Heat always found a way to dig a little bit deeper.
LeBron's got a free one. Oh, a right hand.
They just didn't want their run to come to an end.
Win number 24 in a row. One of the most amazing comebacks in Heat history. Down by 27 in the third quarter, and they somehow managed to win the game.
The 72 Lakers 33-game win streak is considered one of the most untouchable in all sports. Only 10 wins away from breaking it, Miami's streak started to take on a life of its own.
James throws it down.
Great Wade on the move.
Miami 305, we're going to celebrate.
And the Heat take another historic step.
What do you think? Want to talk Miami Heat?
You're going to keep hearing about this streak.
The winning streak moves along.
Special team, special ride right now that we're on.
Every team is going to give us a good shot, no matter the record, no matter who's out on the floor. We're going to get their best, and we should enjoy that. We should embrace that.
Miami one step closer to the longest streak in NBA history. Yo!
Tell me a little bit about the streak and what's it been like there?
25 wins over the last 48 nights.
33 plus, no doubt. We're going to break that record.
After a win over Orlando, the streak grew to 27 games. That's when Miami reached another date that had been circled on the calendar for a long time. It was March 27th, on the road against the tough and tested Chicago Bulls.
Chicago hard, up and into them, right from the start of the game.
You got to play the game the way we play the game, man. No matter who on there, who in that jersey. It's about winning the Heat jersey. All right? Let's do it together. We got to agree. 1, 2, 3, man.
In the United Center, you'd have thought it was the playoffs. And the Bulls did whatever they could to slow the Heat down.
Down shot, finishing defense. Everyone has to rebound.
Moves it with a rebound. Back up and in.
Miami's 27-game winning streak in severe jeopardy.
Luol Deng throws it up to Butler.
It was one of the most exciting regular season games I've ever seen. But Miami had victory torn right out of its grasp.
Jump shot, Gibson got it, and that'll be ball game.
After 27 wins in 52 days, this run at history was over.
first time I mentioned the streak in front of the guys. And then that was it. You know, we took that moment to acknowledge each other on that experience, but it was never about the streak.
To have a winning streak like that, knowing that everyone's chasing, it's a credit to them.
Sleep. Go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep.
So much energy went into the streak. And when it all ended, the team finally had a chance to take a deep breath and regroup. And with the playoffs approaching, it was time to get down to the more important run in history, repeating as NBA champions.
Good, close. That ain't bad. That's a tough cover. These are not easy.
We know what's ahead of us, and we love this time of year. Our players really respond. The second season's right around the corner. You have to get your game ready.
Either we can help each other or we can hurt each other. You start working on your mental toughness right now, we have to deal with everything.
It takes every little last piece of energy that you put into all season to win a championship and more. The fulfillment that you get after you win it re-energizes you. It puts you back in a place where you're like, wow, I want to do this again.
It's all about laser-like focus of connecting, okay? The sacrificing and doing it together. It's got to be just about the team.
I'm Alonzo Mourning. Thanks for watching Miami Heat, a run at history.